guys, welcome to the conversation with Abikiana. Today's topic is centered on menopause. We'll be talking about menopause, its symptoms, and potential measures to ease the symptoms. Joining us for this insightful and exciting dialogue is Lota, a highly esteemed pharmacist who will be sharing with us her knowledge and expertise on the subject matter. Additionally, I have the privilege of inviting Mrs. Kayode Aremu, a woman who is presently going through her menopausal stage of life. Mrs. Kayode Aremu will be giving us a first-time account of her experiences with menopause so far. Without further ado, I'm extending my warm welcome to our esteemed guest. Good morning, lady.
Good morning. Good morning, ma'am.
Good to have you here. Thanks for having me. All right. So, pharmacist Lota, please tell us what menopause is all about and what do you think women should expect during this phase of their life?
Menopause is a stage in women's life, especially when they've gotten to their 40s and 50s, that they start experiencing decline in the reproductive hormones.
Okay.
So when this decline is because the ovaries are shutting down, that produces the hormones. The women start experiencing things like hot flashes. They start experiencing dryness in the vagina, mood swing, mood changes, unnecessary weight gain, headaches that intermittently comes, and then they don't get to have enough sleep during the night, and I think that is it.
But in all the symptoms you just mentioned, which ones are the most common symptoms, and how do you think they affect women's life during the menopause phase of their life?
I think the most common symptoms of all is hot flashes, and the vaginal dryness. But in all these symptoms, it's not uniformity when it comes to when people are experiencing. It's not what I experience, you will experience, and another person. But usually, hot flashes are very, very common. And these symptoms, because menopause comes with a lot of changes that affect women socially, psychologically, and even physically. So it gets to affect their productivity, their quality of life. When a woman sleeps past through the night and you don't get enough sleep, definitely it's going to affect your productivity the next day. When a woman wants to meet your husband, you want to meet with your husband, you are thinking of the pain you are going to endure during sex and all that. It's actually going to affect your quality of life. And when a woman is thinking of things she needs to do, but the energy level is not there anymore as it used to be, it's or intermittent sweat and hot flashes at all times, which can be so discomforting. So it actually poses a lot of poor health status on women.
Wow. At what age do you think women should start expecting these symptoms? Or people, is it pre-menopause? Yeah, exactly. At what point?
Yeah, because some women start experiencing. I know I have a friend or a client that, at 40 she was telling me that she was 40, but she told me she wasn't seeing.
Wow.
To me, I felt that was early, but she told me her mother had earlier told her that that was her own case too. So when a woman is getting to her 40, I advise you should prepare your mind that there is something called menopause. Especially it's set in, you can confirm it when at least you've not seen your menses for up to 12 months.
Wow.
You know it's menopause that has actually set in.
Yeah. So you are going through your menopause presently. At what age did you start experiencing the symptoms, and how did you know what it was at the time?
I started experiencing it at the age of 52. And before that time, I've heard about it. Yeah, I didn't know I didn't know it's this severe. So when it started, the first day I experienced it, I was leading a prayer session in our church. Suddenly, this wet came all over my neck. It was so conspicuous. It was so embarrassing. And I wasn't holding any handkerchief. So that was the first day. After that, hot flashes. And initially, that hot flashes was coming like every 3 minutes. And it comes with lots of energy. Then after some time, it's reduced. Then apart from hot flashes, in the night, sleepless nights, I was experiencing sleepless nights. So it's not as much as before now. And you sleep, you are having a sound sleep, and suddenly this heat just come, wakes you up, and you try to put on the AC, after about 10 minutes, you'll be feeling cold. Then after that, you switch off the AC, you'll be feeling hot again. So on and on like that. And naturally, when I don't have enough sleep, it affects my productivity the next day. That's, and lots of energy. After some time, I just...
what I noticed from what both of you are saying so far is that women really go through a lot. From menstruation to childbearing, from childbearing to menopause. Yes. It's really a lot on an individual, like a woman. We are super we should be celebrated. Somebody said, how come we are having Mother's Day every year? I think we should be having Mother's Day Women's Day every day.
Every month.
So we are super humans.
And so, not only hot flashes though, so many, like about 50 symptoms.
Wow.
And so many can come down with like 34 out of that 50.
Oh my God.
So it depends on individual.
But are they like supplements or vitamins that can help? And then again, do you think that self-care, like exercise, getting enough sleep? But we're talking about getting enough sleep. I don't know how they will do that. When she just mentioned to me that she had rarely get enough sleep. But do you think getting enough sleep, exercise, and the kind of food we eat, how to have a role to play in helping the symptoms?
Yes, let me start with the supplements. Supplements are available for menopausal women, which are, the formulators have, factored the importance, the vitamins and minerals that are very, very helpful to this group of women. So a lot of them, like let me give an example, like Menopause, 1 a day for women of menopausal age, and there are other single vitamins that women can lay their hands on, like vitamin D is very helpful for bone health, because when a woman is in a menopausal age, she starts experiencing some bone issues. So there are a lot of vitamins like vitamin B, B12 and B6. Yes, in particular that help to alleviate the pressure on the nervous system during menopause. We can have vitamin E, vitamin C, which are antioxidants that mop up the oxidative stress in the system. You can equally have omega-3. Omega-3 is very, very, very important for women in the menopausal age, because actually during this phase now, you notice that triglycerides in the body, increases. You get so what this hyper level of triglyceride is being maintained when you are taking enough or taking a daily dose of your omega-3, because when this triglyceride is on the high side, it's kind of exposes the women to coronary heart issues. So other natural things like turmeric is very, very helpful because it has anti-inflammatory properties. Then,
I was going to ask about turmeric because, for instance, I like using turmeric, ginger, garlic, and home. Does that also count, or do I need to chew it? Because I use them as spice in my kitchen. Do you think that will
Yeah,
help?
yeah.
us?
You know, actually, during menopause, we just have to reduce spicy food. For this natural spice, we just it's better you use this natural spices like ginger, turmeric, and what's it called? Garlic.
Okay.
To spice your food because they are very healthy. So coming to the other question you were asking, if the lifestyle changes or self-care is going to be helpful. Yes, that's the number one, you know, number one thing when it comes to menopausal stage. You know, when a woman is, has the information on how to take care of herself and she does it the way she's told, and I think the severity of the symptoms are going to reduce. You know, self-care like taking enough water every day will help to improve brain function, reduce the headache, forgetfulness, and all that. Then when you do a lot of exercise is very good. At least you get some every day. It helps to reduce these endorphins, which we call feel-good hormone, which will kind of lift you from this moodiness and all that is associated. Then diet, changing your diet too. You walk around your diet, reduce fatty food, reduce carbohydrate food, go more on fruits and vegetables are very, very, very important during menopause.
Now, I'm going to ask you, you are a married woman, happily married, and you are going through menopause. Which of these method, first of all, do you use in terms of, do you use the supplement, the vitamins, or natural, what is it called, natural remedies, like you mentioned? Secondly, how is your husband being supportive? How supportive is your husband during this period of your menopausal phase of life? Does he even understand it as a man, or how do you, or were you the one that kind of like educating or informing about the process or the experiences you're having? How did that come about?
Well, I don't take any supplement.
Okay.
I work on what I eat.
Okay.
I take a lot of vegetable, organic, freshly harvested vegetable, and I'm a farmer.
Yes, she is a farmer, and she also studied food and.
I read food science and nutrition,
So
I know what to eat. If you know what to eat, you eat right, not just eating right at the right time. Then you exercise daily. It will help. Not only menopause, general well-being of the body. That is it.
But when it comes to your husband, how supportive is he? Tell me how supportive he is.
He has, but no matter how you explain to a man, even your fellow woman, that even you that has not, you until you experience it, you won't know how it feels until you experience it. Yeah.
Because I really think that men, with all this you just mentioned, I think that men really need to be supportive.
It can be so terrible on some women.
Yeah.
The one thing I advise a woman that is going through it is that eat well, exercise, then get busy. When you are not idle, when you are full of activities, you won't even know when each flashes comes and yes.
That's very interesting. Do we have menopause doctors, for instance, in Nigeria? And if we do you think there is a need for women going through their menopausal phase to visit a doctor, probably for hormonal tests or hormonal therapy of some sort? What do you think about it?
Yeah, women in their menopausal stage that having the symptoms very severe, because there are some of them that even as we are talking, these lifestyle changes and all that is not alleviating their symptoms. Should consult their gynecologist, and the best of it all, the best treatment to these menopausal symptoms is hormonal treatment. But because of some side effects of it, it's not, you can't just start giving a woman menopausal treatment. So they need to consult their doctors and assess their health status. If there is a underlying issue that that can even trigger some other things in the body. So they can actually consult their gynecologist.
Okay,
Doing that.
you did mention earlier that the menopause starts from the age of 40 for some people. And at what age does it stop? Is there any free period? What I mean by that is, okay, we've spoken about the menstruation starting from certain age and ending at certain age, right? Is there an age where you get to when menopause will now stop and you're a free woman forever?
Of course.
Okay.
It's a phase that, when you ushering you into another phase in life. It's not what we see when you are 40, you start having menopausal symptoms and you are to live 100 years. You continue experiencing it to 100. No, it's a phase.
Okay.
At a time, it depends on how your body is, wired or structured. That phase wears out and gradually you start living your normal life.
Oh, okay. So, but when it comes to well-being, because you mentioned having adequate sleep, when it comes to women, for instance, that their menopause is affecting their sleep, what do you think they should do when that happens?
If the menopause is affecting, if there are some supplements that are available, like supplements like maca helps sleep.
Now, hold on, please. Let me ask this before you go into all that. Do you think that are there supplements that you can mention now that can help reduce or stop vaginal dryness, or even the hot flashes and the sweat that you mentioned? Then with this,
I think soy, food containing soy oils are very, very effective when it comes to reduction of hot flashes. And turmeric, just like I've said before, is very, very okay. We talk about taking the nuts, getting a lot of water, to help your skin and to help hydrate other systems in the body.
Okay.
Then when it comes to vaginal dryness, I think one has to use vaginal lubricants to help her.
Oh, do you have anything to say about that?
No, like some women experience it up to the age of 60. So so prepare your mind. Every woman should prepare her mind. It's not something that can just go like that. But it will be reducing. The symptom won't be as serious as when.
So women can never get a break.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask this question again. Some people did mention. Okay, please go ahead.
No, I want to say something about the husband being supportive, because at this age in a woman's life, the husband needs to come in. It's either the husband needs to be counseled or educated by a professional, or the wife has to open up and tell the husband what is necessary at this stage in life, because the husband might not even know what they are going through, and if you feel that the wife is not doing her work as she used to. I have a client, that a man that came to complain about the wife, and when I said the wife was I think 51 years. So I was trying to tell, it was like a psychological issue. When you talk about, the wife talks about, we've not built our own house, the mood keep on swinging. You meet this demand, she turns to another demand. Apparently she's not having that desire, and she keeps giving excuse. So, and the man, gets pissed off. So I had to cancel the man that, this is in fact, this is supposed to be a honeymoon time for you and your wife, because you just have to show her all the love you can show and care and make her understand and make her feel like a baby. Your brain has to think it. Yes, your brain has to think it before you think of doing it. So if you are not as good with it on your brain, you might not even think of, as it to be as if this thing does not exist again in life, but it's actually what you can manage, and you will keep on living your life as you used to live.
Thank you. So, do you think, I've heard people talk about removal of uterus. How do you think that, what's that called?
Hysterectomy.
Yes.
Okay.
So, do you think it has anything to do with reducing the symptoms of menopause?
And hysterectomy, some people do hysterectomy and the ovaries are not removed.
Okay.
When the ovaries are not removed, the hormones are still there. It still secretes the hormones.
Okay.
But if it's only the uterus that are removed and the ovaries are not removed, definitely the woman is not in an menopausal age, it's going to still be having the hormones doing their work, and you are not going to feel as if you're already in menopause.
Okay.
But if the ovaries are removed while the uterus are being removed, even if you are 30 years, when it was removed, you start feeling like you're menopausal, start having those symptoms that that menopausal women will have, because the flushes and the ovaries, the hormones are not there to do their work. But the only advantage I see for women that they remove the ovary and the uterus is that they won't have an issue of ovarian cancer and all that, because the ovaries are not found to develop that cancer.
Wow. So because of our time, I'm going to ask you this. Do you think that just the same way our mothers educated us, and some mothers are still educating their daughters about menstruation, do you think it's proper for mothers to also educate their kids or their daughters on how or the kind of things that they will experience in their midlife, like menopause and all the things that comes with midlife? Do you think it's a good idea, or you should just leave them that they are adults, they should enjoy the time?
It is a good idea. Every mother should. Because if you have learned from your mother, then when it comes, you'll be prepared. And when you are prepared for anything you are prepared for, it will meet you as an emergency, and you will not feel too terrible about it.
So it's very good.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say about it?
Yeah, it's a good one to educate your children about, especially the female ones, about the menopausal symptoms, especially when they're, because it might not even be there when they will be having it. They will be like, it's not everybody that grew up, get to 40, that their mother is still alive. But if you have told them when you are supposed to tell them, they'll prepare their mind that there is a phase like this in life that one gets to. So you won't be taken unaware.
That's so good. So, do you have any advice for women in their menopause and menopause stage, as per what you do, health-wise, the experiences, or any advice in general? Do you have anything to say to them now?
I would say that menopause, just like I said, is a natural phase. It's a natural, phase in a woman's life. So you just have to prepare your mind that it's going to come, and when you get it and accept it, and preparing your mind and accepting it will get a long way to help you. But when you don't accept it, you felt this one, you're thinking that someone is doing something to you from somewhere.
Yeah.
But when you already prepare your mind, know that at this age I'm going to have this, because some people didn't see that age. So it's even it's a blessing, something to be grateful to God that at least I've seen my 40, I've seen my 50, I'm going to grow old. So it's a natural, I would say, aging process. And
so embrace it and find a way to manage it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So do you have anything to add to that?
Just like you said, you should just accept it and go about your normal duty. You are not the only one experiencing it. It's common. So don't minimize the challenge. Don't overemphasize it. Don't take it as if
somebody is in your head somewhere when the end is not.
It's every woman, not only you. So there is nothing to now.
So we are not special.
Crying about.
Oh, okay. So
enjoy your life as a woman.
Just finding ways to manage it. So that's it for us, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Do not forget what they've said to us. You have to find a way to manage the symptoms when you get to that stage. Because aging is also a blessing. Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.